So we're back, yo. We have Chai here today, so he might interject a little bit. We might ask for his opinion. Chilling over there drinking. What are we drinking today? Twisted
We're
Monkey.
drinking Twisted Monkery circa Victory.
What? Is it just a gay 40 ounce?
How come like we can't do like cockfighting?
But you've heard of Hong Kong, right?
We're not watching those. Can we just have a normal?
No, they're real.
I'm super classic. I'm a child of God. I'm about to go on a date and it's gonna be cool. About to go on a date with a woman, by the way. I have no desire to beat my meat in front of my homies. I like them, but not that much, you feel?
What are we drinking today? Twisted
We're
Monkey.
drinking
Victory?
Twisted Monkery circa
What the
Victory.
fuck?
What? Twisted what?
A monkery?
Bro, Peter's already smashed.
Twisted Monkeys, that's
Peter,
what I said.
You can feel your eyelids right now, can't you? Like
What?
You can feel your eyelids resting on your eyes, can't you?
Bro, I'm
That's how I
not
know you're
high.
No, but you're drunk.
What,
not
what-
drunk,
you're
you're not
telling me
sober.
what I can feel in my eyelids?
I'm connected with you right
Gee,
now.
nah. Don't
Peter,
be
Peter,
like
let the
that.
thoughts flow. Don't
Peter.
fucking. Don't.
Alright, just
You're
know
inebriated, Peter.
that's not. You can't just use synonyms for
You're-
drunk.
you're-
Mr.
you're-
6th grade literature
You're
over here.
Inebriated.
You can't be
I'm not
doing
saying
shit
you're
like
drunk.
that.
I'm not gonna say you're drunk.
You
Inebriated.
just said that.
Okay, let's put it on.
You
a
can
spectrum.
feel your eyelids,
Let's-
Peter.
Well, yeah, I know. I can see your eyelids rusting, like almost. Their eyelashes are
Bro.
napping on top of your eyes.
Isn't that what every
Bro,
eyelid
you're
does when your eyes
sitting
are open?
fucking weird, bro.
You're slumped.
You're being fucking weird, Peter.
Am I?
Stop being weird.
I feel like I'm just.
I've never done that shit to you when you're high, bro.
What?
Fucking Joel got me bad the other day when I had a fucking edible. Like, I had
Bruh,
too much of an
I'm over
edible.
here doubting myself.
Right?
It's wild.
I had too much of an edible and I knew I was like lit. And I don't really smoke anymore, to be honest. I don't really smoke.
Every time we hang out, G.
Pussy.
No.
Yes, you will, except our games.
Barely. No, I haven't smoked after a game.
never
Except
smoked
our
before.
games?
Oh.
I've never smoked before a game, but I want to try it.
Well, like, compared
I'm a
to,
child
like,
of
this
God.
time last year, I was smoking, like, 5 times more than I smoked.
Alright, sure.
Like, I was actually, like, a smoker, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't count. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
So,
count. Real nigga.
Our homie, shout out to the homie Mikio, he's starting an edible company. He's like a chef. It's called Happy Harvest, right?
Hey, how many have I been offered?
Oh, I'll get you some.
I'll pay for it. Just
No.
offer it to me.
I'll get you some.
Just plug me.
Munoz, the what about me nigga.
Happy
over
Harvest.
Bro, like,
Anyways, let me make a long story short as
Go
fuck.
ahead.
So, he's like, "Dawg, these are chill, bro. Like, I'm not trying to make strong edibles, you know, because people have bad experiences." So I had a cake pop and an Oreo. Should have stopped at the Oreo.
wait, it was a
Right?
cake pop?
Yeah, bro, they're bomb,
That's-
bro.
Okay, how do you look in public like eating a fucking cake
You
pop?
just like this.
Bruh.
Yeah, it looks like a reverse ball sack, with just like the tiniest shaft. Like, is there any manly way to eat a fucking cake pop?
I don't know,
Bruh,
bro.
you
but
gotta stop making everything homophobic.
I'm just saying, everything is.
You gotta stop taking everything from us.
What's the allusion to?
First, I can't get
penis
fingers
things?
in my ass, and now I can't eat a cake pop.
No, I'm not
Come
saying
on.
you
Alright,
need
let's-
to get fingers in your ass.
Come
let's
on.
segue into fingers in the ass, bro.
Alright, so we were having this discussion before I push record, because I always forget to connect the mic, because I'm...
Schlumped.
But,
I have
anyways.
to bleep that out. That's the only word I'm gonna bleep out.
Bruh.
That word and a couple of others, but
Alright,
you know that's a bleep.
I'm half R-word.
That just made it worse. Now they know what word I'm bleeping out.
You're half Franks and beans.
Bruh.
Beans and ketchup.
So,
You're
we were
half a-
talking about this. We were debating.
I have to
Oh
take that out
my
now, too.
god.
Damn it. We were just talking about that last week. About you have to use it in the right context. You can't just blurt it out and ask if you can say it or not.
That's facts.
That's-
You're right.
come on.
That wasn't.
It's
That
all
was
about
last
context.
week.
It's
Anyways.
always all about context.
This
It was
is
like
after the Twisted. This is before the Twisted Monkey.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
facts. So we were talking about this, whether or not it is gay for men to receive fingers in their asshole
Or a strap on in their asshole.
or strap on, any sort of
wait,
penetration.
hold on. I'm sorry. Continue what you were gonna say. Something just came to mind.
Alright, you're gonna wait to cut me
I'm
off.
sorry. I'm
Alright.
sorry.
So
It came to mind. I thought I want to lose it. I hope I don't lose it.
I don't care if you lose it. Let me finish.
Okay. I'm sorry.
So we're just debating what the legitimacy of like the claim that would be gay activity, and like on my end, I'm tempted to say no.
Yeah.
Just because like if it's a guy doing it to you, then like yeah, I would
Obviously.
say fair shout. But like, if it's a woman putting things like, I don't think buttholes should be viewed as like somewhat normal sex for women and just full gay for men. Like buttholes are buttholes, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm no like scientist, but like our buttholes have like nerve endings and shit, right?
I think if you're, fuck.
Yeah.
See a finger in the ass. Well, I haven't ever tried it. And
Is she
probably
is
won't
she,
try it.
Is she hooking into your ass though, or is it going straight in?
Like a little claw.
There's a difference. It's all about context. We were just saying this. It's all about
Does it
context.
come here?
No,
Is she like,
no.
what if she like puts her finger in your ass and like hooks you into it, and she gives you a kiss?
How long is her
Come here,
finger?
motherfucker.
Come here.
How strong is she?
I don't know, dude.
How big is her forearm, dude? How wild?
What if guys have thigh gaps?
What if?
Like, you know how girls are like so self-conscious about thigh gaps?
How
What if like,
skinny are you? They
have you
a
met
thigh
any guys
gap?
with thigh gaps? That's just
No.
came to mind. Cause I saw a girl today at the gym with like a sick ass thigh gap. I'm like, that's interesting. Like, it doesn't like mean anything, but you have a thigh gap. Have you guys ever seen a guy with a thigh gap? That's kinda,
I don't think so.
Well, like, I'm like,
Actually,
that's weird.
skinny dudes who ride horses a lot.
Oh, well,
They're-
it's because their pelvis is literally
Yeah.
gets stretched out, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
know.
Like you're skinny, because when you do ride horses a lot, your legs do kind of open up a little bit. So if you're skinny enough, you'd have a horse-induced
You
thigh
think,
Bro.
gap.
you think porn stars like pelvises like spread out a little bit? Because they're just
Probably,
getting
bro.
rammed all day. Like,
Probably.
If
Multiple times a week.
why isn't rim jobs ever in the conversation? Isn't that gay? Getting your asshole licked as a guy?
well,
That's-
that goes
It's a
back
li-
to my
it's a little
question. Like,
sus.
that goes back to my question: is like asshole play for guys just gonna be blanketed as like gay activity? 'Cause I don't think
See,
it
it's like
should be.
it's like a weird gray area.
I don't think
'cause,
it's
like,
not even gray. I don't think it should be because like
Sexuality's like spectrum. You can really do whatever you want.
if I,
Yeah.
all right, so like
He
not
knows from
saying
Atlanta.
not saying I do or don't do this, but if I'm gonna eat a girl's ass, right, and I tell
Nah,
her,
fuck that. We eat ass
Hey,
over
man.
here.
oh, that's
We're all
facts.
sex
That's
positive.
facts.
Yeah. You
That's
gotta put your
facts.
hand up.
We do, but like beside the point. So like hypothetically, if I were
Shout
to
out
do
to
this,
shouts out to the ass eating squad.
I'm
They
gonna
know
keep it
we are.
real. I don't feel like fingering the ass or licking the ass is gay.
I don't think it is either.
I think getting pegged is.
I think getting pegged is pretty
It's-
gay
it's-
because I
it's-
feel like
Well,
nah, straight up, bro.
yeah.
Like, look, you're getting a penis-shaped object stuck in your ass. Just get the real thing.
bruh.
And then actually be gay.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
maybe
Oh.
it's not the case for everyone. Maybe I'm just sexually ignorant,
I'd agree with
close-minded.
that.
But
I'd
like,
agree with that.
I feel like a lot of dudes who are getting pegged are just doing it with a girl because they're too embarrassed to just go for the whole gay thing.
What if your girl pressures you to get pegged?
Nah.
Like,
So
hey,
that's
this is the
not
one
good.
thing. Like,
She's not
okay,
a
you get a
girl.
hall.
I would
you get,
never
okay,
pressure a
say-
girl to do anything. You
say you're
pig.
married.
How
say
dare
you're,
you,
Say you're married, right? And you're married,
loser?
Right? 10 years after you're married. Hear me out. 10 years after you're married, right? So
Mhm.
you guys make a pact. She lets you have one thing, whatever you want. It can be threesome, it can be whatever. If you let her have one thing, and that's the one thing she wanted you to do.
Why would you do this?
But you-
This already sounds
You
like
get,
a
let's
sus
just say you get a
idea.
hall pass. You get a hall pass 10 years into your marriage. Hey, you go to Vegas this weekend
To
with the boys.
fuck Rihanna.
You can fuck anyone you want. You get one hall pass for the weekend.
You're not taking
But you
those
just
in?
have to come back and take this dick and take this.
Black
plastic
men don't
dick.
cheat, so I wouldn't even use it.
The best answer you could have done. But like, what about you, Saul? You can't back out of that one. that was a valid answer.
That's facts.
You wouldn't do it.
I would go to church with my boys, and I come home, and I pray for her, and I pray for the health and sanctity of my marriage. And I come home with my wife, and I'd probably hit it from the back. I would just forfeit that whole
So
deal.
would she.
Imagine being a cuck, dude. Imagine what being a cuck is
cuck?
like.
Bruh.
Like you come home and like long day at work. You put in maybe 10 hours at the shift, right? You come home. There's dinner isn't made.
It's
right?
usually
Not saying
fucking
women
like
shouldn't make
police
dinner, but-
captains that are cooking. No?
Not saying that's a thing.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I
that's
get
like
you, I
an
get you.
old-time
It's
thing.
like for the
So,
expression,
yes,
like, you know.
come home, and your wife's just banging another dude, and you just stand there,
Hi,
you
honey.
whip your dick out, and you enjoy that.
Bro,
After 10 hours a day, is that what you want to see?
No, mom.
if I work 10
Come on,
hours
man.
and I come home, my wife's, like, fucking another guy, I might shoot both of them.
And then myself. However, do it Bowflex style, like Chris Benoit.
How do we get to this? Let's go
Damn.
back.
Talk
Go
about
back.
CTE.
Rewind.
Anyway.
Rewind,
Go back.
rewind,
Okay.
rewind.
Here's
Antonio
another
Brown has
scenario.
Rewind.
Okay, I got you guys' answer for that one.
Not something as
Right,
dark.
For cucking. Hold on. This is conditional cucking right here. What if you get paralyzed from the waist down and your penis is not working anymore?
Just die.
But she is your wife. And she needs to get pleased, and you're letting your wife get ran by someone else?
No!
No.
I'm divorcing her, dude. And
But
living in
she
sadness.
takes care of you, and nobody else is going to do it like she
Somebody
can.
will.
If I'm rich, nigga.
But it's just say it's this Peter right now, and you're in a committed relationship.
Okay, so like,
are you letting your girl? Are you becoming a conditional couple?
do I?
I think that's in like the small writing.
Do we have kids already?
You have 2 kids, and they're like in college. They're not in college yet because they'd be old enough to understand. They're in junior high school, and one of them's getting bullied, and the other one's doing really good at sports. So that one has potential. And one of them you need to. What
if the one that's getting bullied walks in on you getting cucked, bro?
That's what I'm saying. Then everybody's gotta die.
This sounds like the script for a really shitty porno.
Yeah.
Bro, this is a really horrible situation.
That was a good porno.
How do I get paralyzed? Depends.
You guys ever watch porn for the script?
No.
Honestly, dude.
You're a fucking tree.
Sometimes
you're a tree trimmer and you fell off.
Sometimes, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when I'm watching something and like the plot isn't good, I'm just like next.
Yeah, that's happened too.
I'll skip.
That happens to me a lot. Too. That happens way more than it should.
Like, what's the importance of like a porno? Is it the plot?
It depends what you want to
People
hear
say,
about.
people say we don't watch porno for the plots, but we kind of do.
I think when
that's like an outdated line.
Bro, when I was younger and like I was barely starting to get into porn, it didn't matter as long as they were fucking.
That's true, bro. Now you're an older, more sophisticated man.
We were that generation that had like a PSP and like, bro,
PSP was. I was like the
we were on the frontier of like mobile porn.
I didn't have Wi-Fi yet, so I used to sit out when I was like 10, 11.
No,
I used to sit out in the front, use my neighbor's Wi-Fi to save a bunch of GIFs or photos, JPEGs. Yeah.
Bro, at Rose Avenue in like 4th grade, these kids used to go to school early and they go to the computer lab and watch porn on their computers in like 4th grade, bro.
These kids are alphas. These kids are drug dealers.
This fucking. I actually ran into
name dropping.
Because no.
These kids.
I think I did too, bro.
Yeah. Why?
We can bleep it out. Let's just bleep it out. Timestamp.
Every single time you guys say something that I have to take out, it makes my life that much
harder.
So
you gotta let some flagrancy slide, bro.
Okay, dog.
Name
anyways.
No, name dropping needs to get blurted.
Alright, so anyways, this boy, who was one of my friends, Patriots fan, so like, he's already not that cool, but kind of cool. Yeah, he wrote hella hard for Tom Brady, bro. I can't believe it. I'm sick.
He's right.
I hate him. Yeah, he used to watch porn before school, and he was so proud of it, and he would tell us all about the porn he watched before school.
There's always that one kid that corrupts everybody else.
That's facts. And
bro,
actually, that was 3rd grade. That was 3rd grade because I had a teacher who had just finished her teaching credential at USC. She was like early 20s. Now that I think about it, like I was 9 years old at the time. She's actually very attractive. Like now that I really think back on it, I was like, wow. Like
whoever had me in like my class in 3rd grade knows all the guys. You know how they used to have
she's almost 40 now.
U tables, right? Remember those U tables?
Prime.
I'm there.
Right?
Yeah, the U table.
So the teacher sits in the middle, and all the guys will sit behind her on the other side of the U because like her fucking dog used to just like show up. She was like a younger teacher. We were just
niggas.
like, fuck yeah. Just dap each other up.
I remember
and,
we had a fucking. Damn, bro, I'm not gonna say her name, but we had a really not attractive teacher. Put it this way. She wore long flowy skirts. She played ultimate frisbee almost professionally. She wore like the dad sandals. Like she's a white girl.
Of course.
Okay? Like
of course.
Just that type. Yeah. She was not attractive. She's really nice. Shout out to her, but she wasn't attractive. One time she wore a fucking a white like flowy skirt and her underwear was black, bro. We fucked. We were fucking having the day of our lives. We'd be like at recess, we all agreed to have her help us a bunch of times because the desks were low, so she had to like bend over to like help us. Bro, we set her up, bro. So like 6 of us agreed to it, bro. But like all throughout the room, so everybody had like their chance to get.
Oh my god!
This is like 5th grade, bro.
Dude, little kids are savages.
I remember in high school. No, it was junior high. I'm sorry. Remember when Mr. When like one person caught on like he didn't do his homework that day, and we used to like put our homework up, and he would see it from like a distance. One person like tried it. They fucking showed him their English homework, and they got away with it. After that, it spread like a fucking cancer.
Bro, didn't you have Mr. Nagel?
It was like a shockwave. Like it was okay. This person here, and it spread to the next 3, the next 5. It was crazy, and nobody did any of their homework, dude. He was such a cool guy, but we ruined his life.
I remember one time I wrote Jesus is the answer. It was a science class, And I was like, you can't mark it wrong. It's my religion, bro. I was a little shit.
What a frick.
Bro, that guy, he had 4 honors classes and then one of, like, the shittiest kids in the fucking school. Remember? The ELD,
I
like,
know what you're
cholo
talking
kids, bro.
Yeah.
And they would call him his because they'd bully the poor guy, bro.
Bro, they would come into art class during honors.
You guys don't remember when he shit
Mr.
himself?
Class. No, was that your 7th grade year?
Yeah.
I wasn't there yet.
Yeah, bro. So, it's fucked up. So he really had his shit, I guess. And, like, he didn't trust that class was so bad that he didn't trust them to, like, step out and use the restroom. And he just had an accident, bro. And he left crying, like, ran crying, didn't come back for, like, 2 weeks.
Damn. You guys are terrible.
Nah, I wasn't in there,
Dude,
bitch. I was part of the honors classes.
Bro, kids are such trash. And, like, I remember in 3rd grade, it was my breaking point. I was like, bro, I used to wear those khaki pants that used to zip at the knees. So I would be able to unzip
the portable
them.
pants?
Yeah, unzip them and turn them into shorts.
Psychopath.
Anyhow.
Fuck.
We just hit a wall.
We did. Fuck.
Nah, there's plenty of things we talked about.
Yeah.
He checked out.
Yeah.
I was just on Instagram. Well, you guys are reminiscing, and we can't.
I saw you
drop.
slide into 3 DMs right now.
False.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
False.
Bro, I saw you send a dick pic.
I saw you send one.
Oh my god,
bro.
you guys gotta stop
Bro,
misrepresenting me like
How about we
this.
do this? Why don't we invent an app, right? Where, like, you set it up when you're sober. Like, here are the girls I would hit up when I'm drunk. That way you press one. It's like a text bomber, but it goes to the certain girls. What are you doing? And, like, you're faded. Like, you're drunk. You're too drunk and lazy to do both.
One button,
so
bro.
one button. The app sends messages to all of them separately and keeps them separate. Like,
Not in a
make sure
group
you don't
chat?
text the wrong girl.
Real niggas just put them in one
In a
group.
group chat.
What's
Bro,
that?
It's the way to not hit any, bro.
Have you seen? You've seen that Twitter thing though, where that
That's
when
just
this
funny,
this
bro.
guy on Twitter when like the group messaging came out did that to like 15 or 16 girls, bro.
Hey, I've never seen someone so beautiful.
Bro.
Wow,
Oh, what a
that
guy.
was so bad. It probably worked.
You know, it's...
I don't know. There's competition in that, right? If you're a girl and you see one guy getting at all of you guys, then like
They either make a group chat to roast him or somebody just slides into his DMs individually.
I don't know, man.
He has fucking.
Antonio Brown is now a free agent once again.
That fool has horrible CTE,
He's
bro.
given up $28 million with the Raiders, $9 million with the Patriots. All he got was a game check for $158,000. So basically, this man screwed himself out of $37 million this year, and now he gets to watch football from home. So what do we think about that?
I think I'm against him now because he's trying to sue the Raiders for his $30 million. Like, bro, what part of you never showed up do you not understand? Like, you voided your contract. So,
I get that.
Man's went from making $30 million guaranteed to making $160,000 yesterday.
I got a beef with everyone who defended him.
He might have the best hands in the league, but he fumbled the bag.
But you can't make a group chat and be like, "Hey, let's go fuck this girl up." Essentially,
like,
you can't do that while the investigation is ongoing. Like, you just can't do that. Just shut the fuck up.
Dude, that's all he had to do. If he would have played that one Monday night game for the Raiders, he would have been guaranteed.
If he would have just shut the fuck up and showed up.
He missed out on $30 million guaranteed over 48 hours.
He couldn't behave for 2 more days, dude.
48 hours.
I don't understand. I don't understand that.
All
guy.
these problems being washed away.
And the thing is, I don't even feel bad for him because every time I think
I do. I think it's just wasted talent, dude. He has some of the best hands in there.
Bro, but he doesn't want. But he burned his feet, right? The Raiders worked through that. He made the whole helmet thing a big deal, which isn't a big deal. He forces his way out of Oakland, gets to the Patriots. All he has, he knows
supposedly his master plan.
Yeah, supposedly his master plan, as Third Eye Twitter was saying, but because these people have to have some conspiracy theory master explanation for everything. Gets his way to New England. He knows that this accusation is coming down the pipeline, right? So this doesn't come as a surprise to him. All he has to do is not harass this girl and cooperate with the league, and the league will look the other way. Yep. Robert Kraft has employed an actual murderer. He's employed.
He himself pays for rub and tugs.
Patrick Chung, who got convicted of cocaine use.
Tom Brady, who kisses his kids in the mouth for more
Tom
than
Brady
a second.
kisses his kids in the mouth. Not a crime. Kind of creepy though. You've got like I don't know, just like the Patriots aren't exactly a model of like morality. So like they obviously would have worked with him.
If you ball out, you can do whatever.
But you can't be out here harassing women via text.
When was your boy's murder case? Was it during
Ray Lewis? Yeah. That was 2000 and like.
Was it during? Was it while he was a player?
Yes.
That's so weird, dude.
What? What?
You're gonna defend him to the death, and that's a cool hill to die on.
Of course. What am I supposed to say? Yeah, he did it. He shouldn't have played. Of course, I'm not gonna say that.
But he should be in jail for kicking in a buck.
I mean, that's not what we're talking about, though.
I'm just saying, man. That's.
You see this guy? When you're also trying to change the subject over here.
Go ahead. No, we can keep talking about the Patriots.
What about Ray Lewis? Shut up. We're not talking about Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis is a pasta.
No, well now we're attacking the Ravens.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
But you guys got one win. You're not gonna win for another month. It don't matter. What's up? Basically, let this be a lesson to everybody. Let this be a lesson to everybody out there. You cannot harass people. You especially cannot do it over text, where like screenshots are 2 buttons away nowadays. You can't be doing stuff like that, all right? Especially if there's an ongoing investigation into sexual misconduct regarding yourself and said female. You cannot just say whatever you want, no matter, like, how ridiculous it is. It's like, no amount of wealth and power will, like, save you from a screenshot. Especially if ultimately you're the employed and not the employer, right? Antonio Brown isn't his own team. As much as he likes to think he's his own brand and he's his own thing, he's a player on a roster like everybody else. The rules still apply to him, and despite the fact he thinks they don't, they do, and it is what it is. So like he's making himself look bad. Whether or not he's innocent now doesn't matter. He's become more of a headache than he's worth. And you know, everybody has that line, right? When Ray Rice left hooked that girl in the elevator, who he eventually married, people are like, nah, we're not giving Ray Rice another chance, even though he did everything to get himself back in the league.
Already, though.
Truth of the matter was, Ray Rice just wasn't that good anymore. And it is what it is. Kareem Hunt said he was going to beat the shit out of his kids, and he's on the Browns 3 months later because Kareem Hunt's still nice with it. Yeah. You know, it's like...
Who was the guy on the Chiefs?
Kareem Hunt.
Oh, that was Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
Didn't he get in trouble for kicking a white girl, though? Or was that another guy on the
That
Chiefs?
was Tyreek Hill.
Oh, yeah.
He's also still on the Chiefs. Like, if you're nice with it, they'll look the other way, dog. The NFL doesn't care about, like...
He beat a white girl, too, bro. That's...
But when you're, like, a superstar on the Chiefs, one of the best teams in the league, then, like, you know, people will pull some strings. It's just, if you're good enough, they'll put up with you. But you have to be good enough, and you have to be worth putting up with. And the moment you're not, you're gone. You know? It is what it is.
What's the wildest shit an athlete's ever done and got away with?
Got away with?
Yeah.
OJ. Facts,
bro.
Facts.
That's
OJ.
undefeated. Alright.
Was he playing after that?
No,
No,
but
this was retired, right? But I'm gonna say like during their career, like just walked away from that.
Ben Roethlisberger raped like 3 bitches?
I think that's huge. Yeah.
Does Mouse in the Palace count?
Not really, because basketball, they're really bad at it. Like, basketball players are really bad. You had Dennis Rodman, who was really bad at it. You had Michael Jordan, who was a piece of shit.
Didn't Dennis Rodman wake up with a shotgun in his mouth and then
yeah,
go play?
he had his foot off, and he just showed up to practice the next day.
Ray Lewis,
he's up there. I think that might be good.
Aaron Hernandez was actually murdering people.
Bro, Aaron Hernandez
while he was in the Super Bowl.
Aaron Hernandez was active, bro.
Aaron Hernandez was an active gang member who was murdering people.
Okay, why is it that anytime a Mexican makes it, like
in
the American
to be fair though, he was Puerto Rican. He wasn't
he?
Mexican. Yeah.
Fuck. Anyways, it goes back to Tekashi.
Yeah,
bro.
Fuck, bro.
He's Mexican.
He's singing like fucking Vicente Fernandez, bro.
I can't believe that guy. Yeah, dude, I feel like Aaron Hernandez and then OJ has to be up there.
Yeah.
Can we talk about... Dude, do you think Twitter will ever verify OJ?
Fuck no.
Really?
Did you guys hear Disney was gonna buy Twitter as a way to promote Disney Plus?
No.
And then they're like, nah, y'all fucking wild and we ain't buying this shit.
Dog.
You know how trash Twitter would have been if Disney bought it, though?
They'd censor all of us.
No, they wouldn't censor
the fuck out of it.
Yes, they would.
They would lose their money.
Yes, they would.
They would lose all their money. They wouldn't do it.
Disney's so big that they can be fake. They can have their fake morality.
Well, it's already changing.
Because they're too big to win.
Marvel, it's already changing.
Watch the
Watch
Spider-Man
Doctor
one.
Strange.
Oh, bro, that shit's...
Doctor Strange is the
that
best
one's
one.
good,
I'll put
bro.
that on my
It's
list.
on
Things
Netflix
to
probably
do.
still.
Yeah.
Huh?
Dude,
Yeah.
that one will blow your... That one
Yeah,
is the
that
one that
one's
did it for
good,
me. I was
bro.
like, okay,
Hardly watch
know what to
Netflix,
talk
but alright.
stop being a hipster, Peter.
For
I see
real.
your pants are turning into shants.
It's because
They're
Peter
turning
be
into shorts.
smashing. He don't watch Netflix.
Peter be smacking
Peter
children.
be-
Bruh, why? Okay, can we address this? Can we address this? Why is this like the thing, right? Like people assume
It's
I'm
Peter with
way
the
more
meter.
active.
Peter with the meter.
All right, it rhymes. It rhymes.
Peter
But, like,
with the meter.
obviously,
The
that's
hammer.
not true.
Peter, have you ever charged a female to have sex with you?
Bruh.
I have a feeling you... Hold on, Peter. I have a
Bruh.
feeling you have finessed food out of it. Like, all right, look, pick me up. Fuck you, or I'll pick you up, but you gotta buy me lunch. You gotta buy me dinner.
Okay,
I know that's happened for you at least once.
how much do you want me to elaborate?
Just, you know, you can either confirm whether that's true or not, or you can go into the story. It's
That's
something...
absolutely true, but
I know this, bro. I know this.
but I don't really want to get into it because
Fuck,
you know
dude.
this podcast might find her way, you know, and I want to like keep things to ourselves. But like people, you guys assume I'd be way more active than I am.
Peter's a walking Drake song. This
Jeez.
dick so good, I shouldn't have to fuck for free.
Oh my god,
Hey, Peter.
I'm my own worst enemy.
Fuck, Pete.
And the more I just be like, guys, I'm really not like that. They just don't care. This just shows like
Babe, I'm different.
your
I'm
real
different.
your real friends
Not
don't
like
care
those
about
other
facts.
boys. Damn, black men are faithful.
I'm
This is
absolutely
not a
faithful.
This is not a...
I'm absolutely faithful. I also don't have a girlfriend though, so like,
Let's go, Peter. He's it. We out here. Not
Ah,
taking
You
it.
gotta be faithful to
I'm
yourself.
faithful as fuck too, man.
well, you don't have a girl. You have a girlfriend. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
That makes it easy to be faithful. I mean, that means I'm faithful.
Oh,
Okay.
at least he had a good Freudian slip. That could have gone south.
yeah, it could have been.
I just feel like you guys assume I'm way more cool than I am.
You're too cool for school, Peter.
I don't go to school anymore,
That's
so I
what?
suppose you're right. Yeah. Let's see. What else is gonna happen this week? Do we want to get into like the sports part of this, or do we want to just talk
Yeah.
more shit? All right, Munoz. Arsenal plays Manchester United on Monday.
Uh-huh.
What
How
time do they
confident
play?
are you on a scale of 1 to 10 on noon?
See, now, I'm going to...
You want to watch that at Toppers?
Yeah, definitely.
Bet.
So I'm going to tread lightly because now there are receipts. Because the last time I was confident. I was trolled, and not even in a good way. Like, actually, if Kevin were to troll me, he would do a good job. I'm sorry, Peter, the last time you trolled me, it wasn't fun. I wasn't enjoying it. I enjoyed getting roasted, but, like, you didn't do a very good job. You were kind of subpar at it. It was 4-1? I thought it was... No, it was 4-1. Yeah, difference of 3 goals. Now, we beat United. Is it at Old Trafford?
Yeah.
Oh, we are wearing a kit. We're winning 3-0. 3-0, dog.
All right.
There's 2 Arsenal fans in here. God damn.
How confident are you, Chai?
Huh?
How confident are you in Arsenal?
Not gonna lie, they had us the first half.
Bro, that's the definition of an Arsenal game. Not gonna lie, they had us in the first half.
Bruh. How about Xhaka being named permanent captain?
I get it, but I don't. He's going to be like, dude. Have you noticed? Look at the last like 2 or 3 Arsenal captains. They've all been on the
Been
bench.
trash?
No, well, like injury prone. Vermaelen was going through injury issues already, right?
Yeah.
Arteta was on the bench a lot when he was captain.
Is this like just some conspiracy to get him out of here?
Castellani.
Shaka. Koscielny, well, he was a starter. Bro, he just literally left and is balling out right now in France.
Who cares, dude?
It's so weird. Like, he straight up disrespected the club. Did you see his reveal? He had the Arsenal shirt. He took it off and had the other one under that. It's like, bro, you were just captain of that club.
It's funny as fuck.
Fuck. I wonder how much they hate Emery.
Um,
Remember Ozil literally threw his jacket at him and told him, like, to fuck off? When he was on the bench?
Bruh. I don't know. United have no players, and Martial's on my fantasy team, and that man has not played in a while, and I'm bummed. But
United are like I was watching them play, and dude, they're fucked.
it's not good.
I'm sorry, they're fucked until a coach comes in and like spends $100 million wisely. You can rebuild that team with $100 million. You know this. You take $100 million. You take $100 million and you spend it in like
I would need like a striker and
I
another
would say
midfielder, and I'd be
South
cool.
America, but including Mexico because I don't want to say North America because you would just take from Mexico. Like, what if you took the Mexico squad and gave sprinkle some South Americans on it, like that team would be better than the team right now. And that would be a cheap squad. You get Mexicans for cheap in Europe, and that sounds very weird, but it's true.
No, you do.
Yes, it's getting like dangerously close to slavery, dude.
Huh?
It's getting like dangerously close to sounding like slavery.
Nah, bro. How much did Memphis Depay go for?
Like
from PSV
premium,
to
bro.
United?
Like 40 mil.
How much?
Like 40 mil, dude.
40 mil, but this was before.
Yeah, this is
40 mil was like whatever, you know.
Yeah.
What's it called? Also sold at the same time, right?
This was 4 years
Martial,
ago.
right? Around the same time.
No, Marcel came after.
Like
Martial was a year after. This is 2014 after the World Cup.
Like Chucky went to Napoli for 40 mil.
Was Memphis Depay in that World Cup?
Yeah.
He was balling out of control.
For the Netherlands when they got third in Brazil.
I only remember what's his name.
Was he in that World Cup?
He should have been, unless he was hurt. But he was definitely.
He must have been.
Hey, when did De Jong fucking just kick the shit out of Xabi Alonso?
2010.
2010.
2010.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, he fucked him up.
That fool, I always thought he looked like a cholo from Colonia.
He played for Galaxy for like a cool minute, and then he just dipped mid-season.
He couldn't run anymore. Sure was funny.
That's hilarious.
The MLS is so trash. It's entertaining.
Fucking Peter regularly bashes MLS on Twitter. Shit's hilarious.
Dude, it's so
Bro,
bad.
they're so boring,
The
dude.
structure of the
Alexi
MLS
Lalas.
Alexi Lalas is like
Bro.
the MAGA version of like a sports fan, and
You
it just makes me upset.
You know what frustrates me so much? It's that sports investors, they're starting to figure it out now. Like a lot of English, Beckham, but LAFC is owned by what's his name? Like a group of like celebrities, right? Like
Yeah. I think Will Ferrell's like
Will
just
Ferrell's one of the
he's a minority
owners.
one though.
Anyhow, he's gonna come up. LAFC has a solid structure in 2 years.
Bro, they're the best team in the league right now.
Yeah, but the Galaxy are warming up. No, I'm just not being biased, but they
No,
won
they're
6
good,
straight
yeah.
to fucking or 3 straight to fucking clinch. Like they were not gonna make it, and then they clinched.
Well, it's
And,
because they have for
Dude, Zlatan is so broken. Why is he still scoring bangers at the age of how? Like 40?
37.
He shouldn't be scoring like that.
That fool's literally a genetic freak, bro.
Like he's not even.
His knee injury at 35 should have fucking ended him, bro.
Bro, he just came back and just the first time he steps onto the pitch, he scores a goal from
a fucking
midfield.
what should have been the Puskas. Was it? Did it win?
No, I don't think so. They gave it to someone else. But dude, how do you just come in and just?
Do you ever remember
demolish
watching
the
that shit
lead?
live?
Yeah, I was.
I was like,
before
no
I was going to work.
fucking way.
We went down
bro.
3-0. It was 3-0, right?
Yeah, it was 3-0.
It's 3-0, bro. And
Didn't
they won
tie
4-3. No, they won 4-3.
won.
They won 4-3 in like 20 minutes, and Zlatan went in at was it 3-0?
Yeah, it was 3-0.
That's equivalent as 50 Cent getting shot 9 times. Like his ego was
Bro,
good,
shut up.
but then he got shot 9 times and his ego went through the roof.
You can't
Like
tell-
you
Bruh,
can't tell
the
50
reason-
Cent shit. You can't tell Zlatan shit after that.
The reason
can't.
50 Cent sounds better now is because he got shot in the face.
Yeah, but his ego. I'm talking his ego. Like he had an ego before. And after that, his ego, you just can't. He didn't
Yeah,
care
this
what
man
you
started
said.
dropping bars about getting
Yeah.
an Uzi unloaded on him and still moving, and it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. Curtis Jackson can't slide to that, man.
Nope.
Cause like
The
what?
best shit he's ever done is Clown Floyd though.
Well, cause like what are you gonna like? shoot him?
Ah.
What?
He's Clown Floyd.
Oh, the
That's
reading
his best
jokes, bro.
ones.
God damn. You know Charlamagne still feels bad about that shit?
What?
About releasing that audio of Mayweather struggling?
To try to read?
He's like, I knew that shit was gonna be fire content, and it was, but like,
Bruh.
that shit still don't sit right in my soul, man. I did that just for the fucking, just for the reaction, and I got it, but that shit didn't feel good. I'm a piece of shit for that one.
That was fucking great.
Fuck, that
What
was
else
such
was
a
I gonna
moment.
ask?
Bro, T.I.'s a legend for squaring up with Floyd Mayweather. That's wild.
Bro, T.I. doesn't give a fuck.
Bro, Floyd Mayweather's a boxer, yeah, but T.I.'s from the hood. At the end of the day,
T.I.'s
you
also
can-
way
you
bigger
can
than him,
box,
right?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
they're both
but
small,
you
bro.
can,
T.I.'s like what, 5'8"?
How tall's T.I.?
anyhow,
Don't
Floyd
you
is 5'5".
T.I.'s about it, though.
Yeah, 20 foes, cars and clothes.
T.I. made trap music, bro.
His album was called Trap Music.
He's a don of that genre.
He has a fucking podcast now, too. Shout out T.I.
Fucking T.I.
He went at it with Alex Jones. I didn't click on it, but yeah.
That's
But yeah,
the
there's, yeah, they were debating about Trump. I need to watch that when I get
That's the
home.
craziest crossover I think I've ever heard of. T.I. What the fuck? Alex Jones is fucking gold, dude. He's fucking.
Did you know about the crazy conspiracy?
I don't know if you know this, but
I'm kind of
retarded.
Fuck. I gotta take that out.
No, Alex Jones said it. We're just quoting him. Pete sending dick pics again. God damn it,
slinging
Peter.
them out, bro.
You guys just assume I'm sending dick
Pete's
pics.
just pulling up.
I don't even own dick pics, dude.
I've never taken one either, bro.
Why would you do that?
Pulling up.
I mean, let's be
Pulling
honest.
up, pulling
Have
up.
you ever taken a dick pic before?
Yeah, dude. I've been in long distance relationships, man.
I have too. I never took a dick pic.
I mean,
Grow
both your,
up.
What, bitch?
both your long distance relationships ended, so which one?
Hey, do you have water? Cause
They're right next to you. There's like 5.
Bro, you're right.
There's that one's been opened.
Well, Google didn't load T.I.'s height because the service here is trash, but I must.
Yeah, but
Go
Yos,
on
what's
Wi-Fi,
up?
I'll pass it to you. I was like, storage almost full. What the fuck?
Save enough storage to send me the Wi-Fi, pussy.
Go under yes. Is it popping up?
Yeah.
No.
I'm in. It's live. It's
Nails
live.
ain't popping.
It's live. Black people only.
Yeah.
Get out,
yeah.
Saul.
Dark skins on.
Get out. You gotta be dark. Gotta be
Is that
darker
personal
than
hotspot?
Munoz.
No, it's not. Is it? Just keep trying. That means that shit's slow. Oh. I had to share it with you. I chose not to share it.
Fuck.
Dude, honestly, that's the most convenient thing ever. Is the password
automatic
share.
Yeah,
Like,
you know that shit acts sometimes.
It does, but like still like that's the most tedious thing ever. Is like you show up somewhere new, yo, what's the Wi-Fi, and they got like a long ass fucking alphabet and like fucking you have some Egyptian letters in there and shit, and just like what the fuck? Like people who memorize their Wi-Fi password are either have a lot of people like over or are just like fucking weird.
Dude.
You know your Wi-Fi password by heart? I mean, I changed
Nah,
them.
my shit's random, bro.
Yeah, too much
Mine's not
numbers
like
and letters.
that. Yeah.
I have a shitty memory, man.
Would it be?
Peter, why you're slumped, dude?
I'm not.
You're
Stop telling me what I am. I'm trying to make conversation with my friends, but I don't know, dog.
It's kinda fucked up.
I bring this up to bring this all up so I can brag that I'm in first.
But,
And that's
but
really
also,
all that matters.
how do you feel about the penalty situation for Chelsea?
Don't.
Now that we figured out that Lampard was just
Just protecting
Dying on
Ross
the hill.
Barkley.
he took a page out of Arsene Wenger's book, bro.
I don't see the point of sticking up for players that aren't good enough. Well,
If you were a coach, would you grow your players like Mourinho, or would you like die for them?
I would, in that situation, I'd be like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. I would just be like, yeah, that's not what we worked on at all. Because, like, I'm not taking the flack for that. I'll take the flack for a lot of stuff, but, like, if somebody's going to go rogue and be selfish like that, then, like, nah.
Wait, what happened?
Against Valencia, Chelsea got a PK. They were down 1-0 in, like, the 87th minute. And Ross Barkley tries to grab the ball from Willian and Jorginho, and he says, I got this, and then he hits the bar.
And he missed.
And we
Willian?
missed, and then we lost.
No, Barkley did.
Yeah, and Frank Lampard's like, yeah, when Barkley's in the pitch, he takes penalties. And so
The next
Chelsea
game,
Twitter did some research. We're like, let's see, the last time Barkley took a penalty, it was in 2016. And so people were like, So last Wednesday against the freaking Potato Farmers team, whatever team that was,
but you guys won like what 9-1?
7-1 against like Grimsby Town or some shit. We got a penalty. Ross Barkley was on the field, gave it to Pedro, and everybody was like,
Wait a minute.
we're like, I know this is not. I know he was talking shit. And so after the game, he's like, yeah, that's what I decided. And we're like,
Yeah.
alright.
you-
All right.
Peter, just be a coach already.
I do
He's a
coach.
coach. He's a coach.
No, for Chelsea.
I coach 4 to 6 year olds, dude.
No, Chelsea.
Over there?
Yeah.
Nah, those niggas will fire me swift.
I want to coach, but there's too much pay shit to deal with.
That's true.
I'd probably kill myself.
Yeah, you'd be a shitty players coach.
Hey, yo,
Bro,
what
you
the
fucking
fuck?
suck, bro. I'm not gonna fucking sugarcoat it. You're fucking trash.
Like kicking and screaming.
Bruh.
Give it to what were they? The
Pass it to the
Argentinians?
Italians.
Oh, the Italians.
Pass it to the
That was
Italians.
kind of racist because all they did was cut deli style meats all day.
Yeah, dude,
They
but
didn't
that
even go to
was a.
school. They just worked in a fucking deli.
They
and
pulled up in the truck.
you guys-
What's up in the trunk?
They smell
That's
like,
true.
bro, man.
But that movie was like what from like 04?
Yeah.
Fucking Will Ferrell's fucking hilarious, dude.
They pulled up in the big truck.
Fucking
Their dad had the thick mustache.
Covered in
dude.
blood and then team
The
forfeited.
Italians. Fuck, dude.
Was that 04? Wasn't
No,
it like
that's what you
07?
said.
Like after they won the World Cup?
Was it?
I thought
Shout-
that was the joke.
Shout out to Zidane.
For real, fucking see that.
Kicking and screaming. Well, there's a book.
Sal, are you
2005,
excited
dude.
for the Madrid
05.
derby tomorrow?
That shit'll be tight, bro.
2005.
2005?
Yeah.
Fuck, they predicted it.
I need to watch that movie again.
So who?
40%. The Madrid Derby. It was
Tomorrow at
Athletic going.
noon. Yeah.
And
Anyways, guys, real game. Athletic Club plays at 4 a.m.
are you up for that?
I'm gonna try.
Just go to the gym.
No, they're not gonna have it on.
But you hit the gym. Yo, what's your Wi-Fi? Just stream it at
Bruh.
the gym. While you're on the Stairmaster.
We're playing Valencia. If we lose, if my other team loses to Valencia, I'm gonna kill myself. Oh my god.
Oh shit, that's right. You know what Coquelin's gonna do?
Oh my
No,
god.
actually they're not. It's not Chelsea. Coquelin was a double agent. You
Bruh.
see how he fucking slid on?
Yeah, he did. He fucked up him out.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think it was intentional because even at Arsenal, he would do that shit, like terrible tackles like that. All I did was upgrade a small shotgun for a large shotgun. He does the same thing shotgun
Fucking-
does.
Remember Gabriel?
But he said, yeah, he's there at Valencia too.
Fucking baller, huh?
I don't know what happened, dude. Honestly, Arsene Wenger
Mustafi
didn't
showed
like
up.
Arsene Wenger didn't like Southern American players, dude. He sent them all alone.
Wenger sold.
Joel Campbell.
Wenger
he
sold
sold,
Gabriel to buy Mustafi, didn't he?
I think so. But hear me out. You have Martinez
Valverde.
never played for Argentina, and now that he's playing under Emery, well, because Emery want to probably buy another keeper. But dude, he's a baller. He can play. Like
Yeah.
he helped was it Wolverhampton? He helped Wolves get promoted. He was on loan with them. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. Anyhow, he sold. Well, Lucas was Spanish, huh?
Yeah.
So anyhow, he sold Joel Campbell. Like, he told Joel Campbell to fuck off, pretty much. And I didn't even know I was watching like Mexican soccer, and he's
He's
playing
back?
with like Tigres or Monterrey, some like random team. It's like, oh shit, what the fuck? Like he was just at Sporting in Portugal.
Dude,
Anyhow,
Betis lost 5-1
When?
today.
Fuck.
they're trash.
Yeah, they're not that good anymore. They lost. They sold like half their starters and just bought like 2 players. Something stupid like that.
That's not good.
And they changed coaches too.
Does
Wait,
Linus play?
Setien doesn't
Is
play
it-
anymore? He
Is
doesn't
it
coach
Linus
anymore?
or Lanis?
Etienne, no. Linus?
Is it? It's Linus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of? It's not very Mexican though.
No, it's Linus.
Guardado didn't play.
Bro, it's gotta be Lanis.
No, it's Linus.
It's Linus.
Unless they're just mispronouncing it, but that's what everybody says Linus.
I know everybody says Linus, but like,
Shout out to your album single cover.
what?
We'll speak about this after the
Oh, I think yes, I noticed that, but I didn't say anything. Anyhow, did you not notice that?
We did, but like it still went up. We
Yeah.
deleted it right away, but it had already started the process of
Oh,
putting
shit.
it up. So I don't know when it's gonna delete. The right one should be up soon.
No. I didn't bring it up because like I was like, no one's gonna
It's
tell.
like sending a dick pic, but then accidentally sending it. So
Putting
you
it in
put
airplane
it to airplane mode. Airplane mode.
don't
Airplane
send,
mood.
don't send.
It's a mood.
Just
dog.
get high, airplane mood.
What are we at? 55.
Come on, bro, you're done talking. I ain't done talking.
No, we can shoot the shit for some more.
Shoot the shit.
Peter,
you
shoot your
fucking,
shot.
you're being mute.
Shoot my shot.
Peter, you-
Shoot
Are you
yourself, Peter. You be-
Tinder.
I've been peeping
No.
your phone.
Why?
from
Why
here.
are we?
I've been peeping your phone from here.
He's on Tinder.
He's on
Grindr.
Tinder.
Grindr.
Bruh, chill on me,
He was
bruh.
like, "Can someone experiment with putting
Get some
a
fingers in
foot
your
in my
asshole, Peter, let's go.
a foot in my ass?"
Wow.
Hey, okay, what if you get a foot in your ass? Is that gay?
That's gay as
Like, you
fuck.
have a
just
foot-
hurts,
you have a foot
dude.
fetish, You get like a big toe, like just fucking plopped in your
Ow.
ass.
Bruh.
What, like if you have a foot fetish, right? And
I don't.
you want to, I'm just saying, I'm not saying you do, but
I'm just
assume
putting
you
it
have a
out
foot
there
fetish.
so I don't get
Another scenario,
misrepresented.
assume you have a foot fetish.
Sure.
Is it getting a big toe in your ass? Is that gay?
I'm speaking from a position that
Is a
I'm
girl
not
doing
like.
A girl's doing it. It's your wife or your girlfriend doing it too.
I think it's the same thing as a finger. You're just a fucking weirdo though.
Well, it's just upgraded to the fetish.
In the gay scale, it's just as gay as a finger, so it's not that gay, but it's like
The-
just
I mean,
fucking weird.
What if like her fingernail just like tears your
Ow.
your sphincter? Well, now you got a chapped asshole.
How fuck? I don't think chapstick works for that shit.
Rice maybe.
What? Okay. What if?
Put
Okay.
your asshole in rice.
Oh my god.
How could you? What if
Oh,
like
God.
what if your girlfriend had like her toes done right and like her toenails are up? They're elevated obviously.
Munoz, you
She
think about this
sticks-
shit too much.
I'm getting into it now. What if she sticks her fucking foot in your ass, but like it slices your ass because of her thing,
that shit
and then you
would
got to go to
hurt.
the ER. How do you explain that? Like you go to the doctor's like, yo, what happened?
The same way you explain you get
Yo.
your dick sucked by a girl who has braces and their braces get stuck in your dick. Like at the woman where the guy gets his zipper.
Ow.
That- I mean,
stuck on his dick.
Well, that's kind of average, right? That
Yeah,
can
that
happen to any
happens.
like an everyday thing. But it's like when on Jackass when he put a toy car up his ass and like it was inside of him
Oh,
and he got an
yeah.
X-ray and they saw a toy car.
He
car
put a
in
toy
his
car
ass.
in a condom and like put it up his ass.
And he had to get it taken out. You went to the
But like the
doctor-
joke was like the
he would see
ER
a toy
doctor's
car.
reaction, like what the fuck?
You have a toy car in your ass.
It's fucking buzz. I'm a little
Fucking
buzz.
Jackass, bro. How
Jackass
wild
was
was that,
wild,
bro?
dude.
God damn.
That.
I always
Jack-
wanted to be on set, like a part of Jackass
Straight up.
growing up, dude.
My
Straight up.
brother would probably fit that so
Straight
well.
up.
They would always make Bam cry.
Alright, what's the crazy shit that Jackass has ever inspired you to do?
People would do dumb shit.
Like I was
Alright.
the one like getting pushed in a cart. Like into
yeah,
like
I've done that.
For me,
No, I didn't get pushed, but I pushed someone. But like I was part of like that, you know, like bro, come on, Jackass.
What's the shit you've done?
Like,
cross the street without looking both ways.
For real, Pete, I'm doing wild shit.
You just said you were cool, Peter.
like, what do you mean crazy? Like crazy in what sense?
Outlandish, out of pocket
Outlandish,
things,
yeah.
dangerous, hazardous
Like
things to
dumb,
your body.
hazardous shit
Yeah.
just to do because it's fun, funny, stupid. The original question was like, did Jackass ever inspire you to do anything stupid? And then it just kind of
Nah, because I didn't really watch Jackass like
of course.
that. Craziest shit I've ever done, just like for
Shit on your
laughs
ass test?
and just to be wild. In college at CLU, I hopped on a skateboard. We put a jump rope in my friend's truck, and I was holding onto the back of it. And then he like made a right turn onto Lynn, and I just shot across the intersection. But I don't skate right, so like I had like, so I didn't eat shit like immediately. I got
just,
all the way
like,
across the intersection
continue.
on the other side of Campus Drive up by the apartments,
Just
like the old
continue,
folks' homes.
Yeah.
And then like I hit like a rock,
Tumble.
and I just like I felt myself like about to fall, so I just jumped onto the side, like right onto the grass.
At least you didn't tumble.
Yeah.
Nah.
I actually tumbled in like the middle of
It was
like,
like-
in
it
front
was
of the
like
library at school.
when we did this, it was like
Terrible.
4 a.m.
Oh.
when we did this. It was dumb late. My
Yeah.
girl tried to start a fight with me in front of people.
Oh fuck
That's
that.
elementary for me, Doug.
And I was like,
that ain't that embarrassing for me.
I was like,
That's just a
well, because
Tuesday.
like I don't really get embarrassed by shit like that. I don't really get embarrassed by most shit, 'cause I don't really be doing much.
Yeah.
I just kind of sit in the back and kept to myself in college. Yeah, she like tried to start a fight in front of people. I was like, hey, like I don't care, and I walked away. Like, don't walk away from me. I was like, you want to see me walking away? And I just turned around and walked away.
What was the fight about, Peter?
She was upset because, alright, so it was freshman year, right?
Cause it's mad girls hating on you, huh?
No,
With the Peter with the Peter, they
Relax.
wanted it.
Relax. Relax. Chill on me.
Alright, alright,
Chill on me. So, it was,
Let the man.
I used to never schedule dates during Champions League. So I used to want to watch, right? And so I forgot that
Peter's
they
a
staggered
real
the round.
mess.
They staggered the round of 16 knockout games. So I agreed to a lunch date on a random Wednesday, and Schalke was playing Real Madrid, and this was the year that Barca won the treble. It was that
Nice.
season. So Schalke lost in Germany like 2-0. So like they're going back to the Bernabeu. I thought they're gonna get pumped like 7-1.
And
I was
they
like,
didn't.
damn.
And they came
I'm
back.
not really gonna watch. It was when Kolasinac was still on Schalke. This is how long ago it was.
Was what's it called there?
No, it was Christian Fuchs was still on Schalke because the ball came to the back post. He was right there, hit it right through Casillas. First instinct that Casillas was really washed because he hit it right through him. So it was 2-1, I'm screaming at my TV. I'm like, oh, let's fucking go. Like, come back. And so I'm watching. My girlfriend comes in. She's like, ready to go. I was like, where are we going? She's like, we're going to lunch. I asked you 2 weeks ago. I was like, I can't go. And just like, I can't
Did
go.
she break
She's
up
like,
with you, or she just?
Nah,
like,
she
mad?
didn't. She's like, cause like, you know, I'm a real nigga. So like,
Fuck.
she was like, what do you mean you can't go? I just pointed to the TV.
Fuck. Did she
She
play
looked-
soccer?
No,
Oh fuck.
she didn't like soccer.
Yeah.
Well,
was
she didn't like soccer because it took you away from her.
yeah, she was like, wow, this is more important than me. I was like, when you put it like that,
Maybe it is.
it sounds kind of bad. But see, I prefer not to put it like that. And she's like, so you're really not gonna go to lunch with me right now? I was like, no, the game just started. And she was like, oh my god, Peter, I can't fucking believe you. And so I walked. At first, my first mistake was like chasing after her, right? And then so she starts like
Make it a scene.
trying to have a fight.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking like, gee, the game is still on. Like, I can't be missing shit. And so I come in, it's 1-1. So I was like, wow, fucking missed a goal. I'm heated. And then Huntelaar scored a banger like 5 minutes later, so I'm
remember
hype
that.
again. And so like at this point, Schalke, whose manager was Di Matteo, who won Chelsea the Champions League, I was like irrationally loving these niggas for no reason. And I was like, wow, they're 1 goal away from knocking Madrid out in the Bernabeu. Like, it's lit. They eventually lose. They win 4-3, but they get knocked out. All the Madrid fans boo because they're alphas. And so I was just like, I was so drained. So they lose. Schalke loses 5-4 in aggregate, and I was just like, I think Leroy Sané scored for them.
That's what I was gonna ask if Sané was still in the squad.
Yeah,
He was
Sané
like, what,
scored for them.
17?
Scored like the 3rd goal for them. Yeah, Leroy Sané was still there. Christian Fuchs was there before he moved to Leicester and won the league.
Kolasinac had to be there.
Kolasinac was there. I don't think he was playing though. Yeah, I was just so drained, and then she was so mad for like so long. But like, I knew that I deserved it, right? So like, at a certain point, I was like, all right, let's just like
you accepted it.
let's just like minimize the damage in front of
Yeah.
other people, you know? Let's just deal with it. And
No,
it's not
I'm gonna
help-
go be wrong in front of the TV.
Facts. I'm not gonna be wrong in front of everybody, you know. So I just kind of took the L on that one, and like, I think we went on a date some other time, but obviously it didn't work out. So it's all
Bro,
good.
arguments in public, I have like a phobia for.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
It
the
gives me
worst.
anxiety.
I've never had one.
I
Don't
don't
plan
like.
on it.
Yeah. I
Bro,
wouldn't
and
consider
then
my public, but
that was when my girl, we followed each other on Twitter, so she would just tweet passive aggressive shit,
yeah.
and my friends would all send it to me like, bro, what happened? I'm like, I don't want to talk about it, bro.
Watch the fucking game.
Exactly. And so that's when I decided, I was like, my next girlfriend, we're just gonna block each other on Twitter. I don't care what she puts on Instagram, but like, cause like I'm gonna be tweeting whatever I want, like
Yeah.
regardless of whether I have a girlfriend or
Smart.
not.
Retweeting
Yeah.
that such shit.
Oh, absolutely. My retweets are terrible, dude. Some of them, there's no context. They sound so bad. But like, you know, it just
Talked about this last part.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
dude, I'm telling you, go through my timeline right now. There's some wild shit there.
Fuck.
It's like sports, crazy wild shit. Like random funny retweet, and then it's like
Random picture in the Flagrant 2 hoodie.
Oh, with the shark. Yeah, my Twitter is like there's no cohesion to it whatsoever.
Twitter is just I think the reason why I like it is because it's so purely human. Like people are like the rawest version of themselves or just super trolls just because they don't give a fuck.
Dude, it's just funny.
You can like not give a fuck on Twitter and like there's no repercussion unless you pop off.
Exactly.
Because then you're really fucking problematic,
Oh yeah, if I ever got famous,
bro.
I'd be out of here.
You just
Like-
gotta own it, bro.
As soon as you
That's
yeah,
true.
as soon as you do something like as soon as you like the funniest thing is like football Twitter, which is like the most outlandish. Like as soon as one of like the up and comers like pops off, they'll find their most fucking outlandish tweet.
Fucking white quarterbacks always tweet some crazy shit. Huh?
I think just players in general, bro. Like
Dude.
they're just stupid. They're wild. Like
Yeah.
you see all the Ceballos stuff. Like when he joined Arsenal,
Yeah.
like bro, they dug up some fucked up
Catalan
shit.
people are dogs.
The tweet I shared from the United fan, like it was a global warming chart showing
Oh,
Liverpool
the
being
shit.
underwater.
There was a photo of like global warming, right?
Uh-huh.
And it was like this is what the world's gonna look like in 10 years or something like that with global warming. And Liverpool, like the city,
Was gonna sink.
was gonna sink. And a
It's
shitload of
like-
United fans like,
Liverpool underwater sounds alright with me. I was like, bruh.
No,
bro,
People
like,
are
I don't know,
savage.
people in England just don't give a fuck.
They
fuck,
don't, bro. The
bro.
banter
Dude,
rate
when-
is
when the
that's-
U.S. beat the
that's
English
a whole
women's
new
team,
level of don't give a fuck.
Dude,
when the
it's
U.S.
so
beat the
class.
English women's team, right? When England scored and made it 1-1.
Oh, and Alex
Yeah.
Morgan did the T.
Yeah.
When
bro.
Alex Morgan did the T, somebody was like, "Yo, we need to score and like fake shoot people in the crowd." I'm like, bro.
Bro, the one about Christian Pulisic and his shooting being too low.
Oh
I was like,
my
oh
god.
God.
Yeah,
Bro.
dude.
How the? They really took over the fucking world in their little island, bro. Fuck, English people are savages.
Football Twitter,
Fuck.
dude, they don't give a fuck.
Nah, yeah, this one dude
Honestly,
this
the
one dude I
English
follow.
are just as flagrant as Mexicans, but they just speak English. Bro,
Bro,
because the banter in Mexico is
England
it
and
takes you out, bro.
England and Mexico
English
are like
banter.
really similar, except that the English knew how to fucking
Come-
be imperialists.
yeah, it's fucking funny.
Yeah, dude, this one dude on Twitter is like, "Yeah, we're truly vile people with a really dark sense of humor, but I love us." And I'm just like,
That's
dude,
because it's cloudy all day.
That's
it's like
true.
it's raining and cloudy. Like
When you don't see the sun, you just get angry and say some wild shit, I guess.
That makes sense.
Like over here,
But-
life is too good for us
Yeah.
to be that funny, you know?
that's why people in California are so chill. Like
It's like a
we're
coping
the
mechanism.
least, yeah.
It's like a coping mechanism, dude. I think humor is to some extent.
But like humidity, like people in the South just hate. Dude, you go to Texas, you go anywhere else, they hate you just because you're from California. It's like, bro,
Yeah.
what the fuck did I do? I'm
If you go anywhere, they hate you because you're from
Bro, we went to
Actually-
Minnesota. Those people hated us.
yeah,
It was 11 degrees, dude. That shit was ridiculous.
God,
bro. Like,
my face.
are
fell
we
off.
just fucking? Are we that like catered to? Like, we kind of have it perfect out here. Like in Oxnard,
I think what it is that like life on the coast
so
is
much
so good.
easier, so much easier. Yeah.
So like New York and like LA areas, it's so good.
Yeah.
And they're like the media capitals of the world that people.
And Chicago, you have a large lake.
Yeah, that's true. But mainly like New York and LA, right? So they're like the best places to live theoretically, and they control like media. So Hollywood's here, obviously, like shows. So like, we think that we're bigger than we are because most of the content or just shit in general that we consume is from here. So we think that the whole middle of the country is like
looks like
this,
us,
and
yeah.
it's so fucking different, bro. It's like a whole different world, bro.
Hot take: your steak doesn't touch water. I don't care about it.
Dude, nobody cares about them. They all fly over states.
That's facts.
They literally elected Trump to get back at us for calling
That's
us
straight up what it
That's
is,
fair.
like, dude,
I
we-
still get to live here, and you still gotta live in your shitty state.
Straight up,
Oh
like
fuck.
fuck. Let me make your quality of life a lot less because mine's already shit. As
If
it
you
is.
shit
We should
touches,
make their quality of life better so that the stupid vloggers don't fucking.
nah, if
move
your shit
to
touches
California.
water, and if you're below the Mason-Dixon line, I ain't ever like. I don't care, dude.
Bruh, it's crazy.
That's my rule. If your state used to own slaves, I don't go there.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
Honestly,
I
like,
probably shouldn't either.
like if deep south, I'm not going. Like what is there for? me?
Atlanta's tight though. Like
I ain't
Atlanta's
going,
like
dude. I don't care.
Atlanta's like the hub
Okay.
of black people, bro.
Unless the
Tough
Ravens
as
are in the
fuck.
Super
the
Bowl
hub
in
of
Atlanta,
American
I'm not.
culture.
Atlanta's
Fact.
Wakanda in the south.
how does that make? Okay, explain that. I need you to elaborate that.
Wakanda is like the super like black excellence, bro. And that's what Atlanta is, but just a little gayer.
Atlanta's a gay capital of the
Yeah.
world. Like the fashion capital has a busiest airport. Like bro, shit.
These all sound like things that aren't very black to me. So gay? Come on.
Bro, there's a lot
We're
of gay
homophobic
black
as
dudes
fuck,
in
dude.
In Atlanta, bro.
Okay.
It's all sounding like the national.
I use the word. I use the F-double-G word until I was like 12
I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. I used to let those fucking fly.
because we didn't know any better.
God damn.
Our people are homophobic, dude.
Yeah.
That's true though.
Honestly, like,
That's true though. Our coach is very against them.
yeah, like once we learned better, we did better. But like until then, like when I was in 4th grade, those words were just out there, bro. Like,
Bro, I used to draw swastikas on my shit.
what?
That's
But
not
look,
something you want to
But
admit.
didn't know that they were
bro.
bad, bro.
What?
So the true meaning of swastikas are Hitler did take a
In 4th
The
grade.
real one is
The-
the real one
yeah,
is like
but
this.
the
Hitler's
real
is
meaning
angled.
behind swastikas.
in
Yes,
fourth-
but Hitler's
in fourth
angled,
grade?
bro. The real ones are like this.
Some
Hitler's
fucking
is like this.
some badass kids that were like not like badass like in a good way, but like horrible kids that were in my class told me like, "Oh, isn't this fucking cool?" And they drew a swastika on my paper, and I thought it was just like a cool drawing, bro.
Oh,
So and my stupid ass teacher never told me to stop.
You're a white supremacist, dude.
She was Mexican.
Probably was.
Fuck. I really used to draw those shits like a lot.
Bro, she didn't tell you to stop?
And then like months later, the kids saw it, the same kids who told me, saw them on my paper. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you drawing those? You said that shit was tight. It's like, fuck no, that's horrible. Don't do that.
Fuck no.
Like, bitch, I've been doing it for months.
Bitch, I've been getting A's on all my paper.
Fuck.
What you mean?
Why didn't she tell
Why
me?
you doing
What
that
the
shit?
fuck?
Oh god.
Bro, if you're a teacher, please educate these kids. That's the least you.
God damn.
That's the least you can do. Like,
Bro, you're just
I know you're
throwing
getting paid
swastikas
pretty
and
shitty,
shit,
but-
trying to
Yeah,
get
bro,
in
I
there?
didn't know they were bad, bro.
Bruh, that's
See,
hilarious.
this is how I
Ignorance
remember
is
it.
bliss,
So like,
dog.
I don't know how long it actually went on for, you know?
bro, kids are fucking hilarious, dude.
That's so fucking funny,
These
dude.
kids, dude, have you noticed how mean kids are? They're just like brutally honest. You want something honest, you ask a 4 or 5-year-old. Yo,
Bro.
how do I look? He's like a fucking
No,
idiot.
dude.
Like, I mean, you heard Kevin talking about getting clowned by like second graders or first graders. Dude, they're
Dude,
they're
my
bullies.
kids clown me.
Dog,
They're fucking bullies.
because they're the
bro.
future of fashion, G.
Yeah.
They know fashion.
My kids clown me. The kids that I coach.
They
I was there. It's 2 of the people I coach with are girls that play on the Kalu team right now, and
You cracking cheeks?
oh my god,
What the
oh my god, why you gotta hypersexualize me?
dog? What?
I know.
That was the right question to ask. It
Because
wasn't
Peter
inappropriate.
with the meter, bro.
Oh my god, you see, I can't even tell a story
Alright.
to my
It's
audience
it's a
anymore.
pretty legitimate question, though.
That's gotta be the name
Why
of
is
the
it
pod.
legitimate?
What is it called?
Peter with the meter.
Peter with the meter.
It's a factual statement though. That it was part of a rap.
Bruh, that's
Part of
true.
a rap.
That's true. No, this dude rapped about my dick.
I need to listen.
Oh,
We need to get.
What?
This.
Grown man rapped about my
Backstory.
Was it
dick.
recorded or was it a freestyle?
It's freestyle. It was a freestyle. Someone has it recorded though. I'm pretty sure.
He wrote it down. It's not a
He wrote it?
freestyle. It's no longer a freestyle.
I wrote that.
Oh
We need
man.
we need audio of this.
That shit was
I
crazy.
need
We
to
don't.
Be, that's gonna
Anyways-
be the intro.
anyways.
Try
I'll
to
hit
get
him
that.
up. I'll hit him up. He still has it. But anyways, so I coach with 2 women, right? And so they asked the kids how old the kids think they are. They said like 10 because the kids are very little. So
Yeah.
they don't see 20-year-old women and say, "Oh, they're 20." They think, "Oh,
Yeah.
anybody bigger than me is 10."
Yeah.
And I was like, "How old do you think I am?" And this nigga says 36. Bruh. 36. 36. I was like,
I mean, in your
Bruh.
defense though, a black 36 still looks better than any other 36.
this little
Fuck
white
yeah.
kid said 36. Same white kid that said the 2 girls look 10. It's like,
He was trying to beat cheeks.
Racist, bro.
If they're under 18, he
oh
can drill
my
cheeks.
god,
Yeah, that
no.
No,
Hey,
dog.
No, time out. Timestamp at a
He was-
minute
he was-
20
no,
and
hold on.
20.
A minute, an
he
hour.
was- he was
Hour
like-
20 and
He
20.
was letting them know that he was better. Hey, I ain't no snitch. You're 10 years old.
Oh my god, when y'all
Is
see
that
me,
outlandish? Is
Jesus.
that outlandish?
Dog, I
I don't
gotta
know.
send you to
I
Guadalupe
mean,
tomorrow.
if you look at all the news, like there's
Alright,
there's
hold on.
teachers
Hey,
drilling
Munoz,
their
before
students.
you get yourself hung,
Thank
what's-
you.
how have you? What's the craziest way you've curved a girl?
Crazy way I curved a girl?
Yeah.
Damn,
I
shit,
just
that was-
legit curved a girl through sports, G.
Well, yeah. You already gave your story. Let's hear these. Or do you have another one
Go,
that's
you say
interesting?
it.
I think I have a crazy one.
I know you have a good
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
No,
I
I
do.
don't.
I do. I have a crazy one.
Go.
Alright. It is February 27th, 2017.
Oh, shit.
I believe the League Cup final was the next day. Southampton's playing Manchester United. This is Mourinho's first season at the club. This is
the
the
banter
second
treble?
step of the banter treble, right? So I got really into Southampton's run to the final because they hadn't won a trophy since like 71. So I watched their semi against Liverpool. They won each leg 1-0, and it was just super epic. So they're in the final, right? So I was all in on Southampton. Like, come on, you Saints! I was lit, right? So the final's on a Sunday. Go out to a house party on Saturday. I get really lit, like real lit, and I meet this girl. We're talking. I do the classic thing I do when I'm drunk and just assume that girls aren't into me. So I'm just being cash, right? Just like talking my shit.
You wore gray sweats, huh?
I did not. I wore gray jeans. Actually,
Wait, what?
I wore gray jeans and a gray shirt.
Oh god.
I was like just one color gray all night. Very boring. But yeah, I was out with this girl. I'm not gonna drop her name because I don't want Munoz to have to edit
Yeah,
more.
please think of me when you
I will.
get a pocket.
So we're talking, like, one thing leads to another. She invites me back to her room, and I say maybe like another night, and I can tell she's not used to getting curved because her face was just like confusion. And she asked me why not, and at this point I was like, I could either lie or I could not lie, and I was like,
You lied.
I did not.
Oh, you just like.
I was like, yo, so here's the thing, right? Southampton's playing Manchester United in the League Cup final, and I already told her my team was Chelsea. She's like, neither of those sound like your team.
Fuck.
I was like, but they haven't won a trophy since '71. I have to watch. She's like, what time is the game at? And I should have just said like 6. I said 9:30 because the game's not till 9:30. But I was faded, right? And I thought if I was celibate and I slept in, Southampton would win. In my mind, that's how it worked, right?
That's hilarious.
Worst part is Lingard scored. They're getting clapped. Then it was 2-2. We were not getting clapped. Hit the post twice. Zlatan scored. We lost 3-2. I say we as if I was a Southampton
I was
fan.
like, Peter, what?
I was just so into it, and then I just cried so much. That's the only time I ever cried over a game as a neutral. I cried and I took a nap for like 6 hours. And she sent me a screenshot of the final score and said, was it worth it? And I was like, bruh.
No.
She screenshot and sent it to you?
Yeah,
No.
she was heated.
Wow.
Bruh.
Did you ever get a chance to clap cheeks?
I was just defeated at that point.
Dude, no, that's the
I
best
feel like I
thing.
didn't deserve it.
That's kind of like.
If Southampton would have won, I would have been over
Hold on,
there.
that's kind of like, you know how people say death is an aphrodisiac? Like, what about that? Like a sad ass moment in your life? You're like, fuck.
Bruh.
It's an aphrodisiac. Your dick gets harder than ever before.
Fucking Gabbiadini. I was so hyped. That man looked like a skinny, like, taller version of Waluigi, but I was so into it. That
What about
man.
you, Che? I know you got a crazy one. Get closer, though. He's not going to pick it up.
I think it's just, well, Peter was there to witness it.
Oh, let's go! Dude,
Fuck.
Chai curves this girl every day, and me and this girl didn't talk, right? Our only connection was, like, she was on the girls' team.
Wasn't she pretty cute?
She was cute. She was super cute.
Yeah,
but,
she
like,
was.
that's the funniest thing, right? So Chai knew that she was into him, and Chai just, like, really, truly didn't give a fuck. He would walk away, like, mid-conversation. Just like go to class. Chai was hard, dude.
Hey, loyal to my studies, bro.
Yeah,
Shit,
he'd be like,
that's gonna get me
she'd
money.
be like mid-sentence, and he'd be like, I gotta go to class, and he would just fucking leave. And she'd come over like, oh my god, can you believe you just walked away from me? I'm like, Chai doesn't give a fuck.
I can. It's Charlie.
I was like, Chai doesn't give a fuck. She's like, what's wrong with him, Peter? I was like, there's nothing wrong with him. He either just fucks with you, he either fucks with you or he doesn't.
Just keeping it a buck.
Yeah, and then she's like, oh my god, and it just happened like.
You should have been like, yo,
It happened a few times a week
like,
for like a long
You should have
time.
been like, he heard you don't put out.
Bruh.
She would have molested him.
She was
would've
almost
raped
going to do it anyways.
Yeah, have you guys ever been molested by a girl? I have.
No.
In a bar.
No.
It was not fun, dude.
I don't think
It
we
was
should
weird,
talk about
yeah.
this.
No, we're talking about this because if we're not gonna talk about it, then
Can you give your best curve, and then we can talk about you getting molested?
who's best curve?
Yours.
Me?
That sounds bad.
Well,
Your best curve. Like, what was the craziest time you ever had a curve a girl?
well, I don't know if it was best time, but it's the most entertaining time.
All right. Let's hear it.
About like, it was. She watched. She used to watch a lot of it. I don't know if it was Big Bang Theory. It was something.
Bruh.
But, like in a bar where the girl throws her drink on the guy, and I guess she was kind of hinting it because at the end of the day they end up hooking up anyways.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
don't
she
fucking watch
fucking-
Big Bang Theory, but we were. She's like, oh, I just I saw that there. It's cool. It's like I want to throw my drink on someone, and I was like, bitch, you're not even from here. Fuck. I said that. Anyways, you're not from here. 1, 2, like, the only other person you're with is me, and if shit's gonna pop off, like I'm gonna have to fight for someone I don't even know. No way. So I was like, look, and this is where I fucked up because she was tossed. So that's also another thing too. It's like, I don't want it if it's that easy. But anyhow, she turned around. She had her phone out, and like I was like, why is there flash? We were walking out of the bar. She literally throws a cup full of water into my face from like point blank, and I was literally like,
You lose.
what the fuck? Like, what? And Alexis was there, and he was just laughing his ass off. Never laid that down, but like literally just straight up just water in my face. And I mean, she thought it was funny, and after that I was just like, no, I'm not talking to you anymore. Like, I'm out. Curving bitches is weird. I'm sure you've had a lot more experiences than we have.
Why me?
Because you're Chai.
You're
Why
crippled
me?
too, G.
Chai knows. Chai.
What?
You're a man time, dude. Is this news to you? Is this news? Am I telling him anything new?
Dog.
Dude,
I've been celibate for the past 10 years.
the LDB acronym used to be Limp Dick Boys in my freshman year
Really?
in my dorm, yeah.
It means lick these balls.
That's hilarious.
Man.
That's
This is what it
hilarious.
was, bro.
And lick these balls.
That's hilarious. Yeah, we used to be the Limp Dick Boys. We
fumbled that
pride
bag.
ourselves on how much we didn't talk to women.
Really?
Even though like girls used to come in our room and like try and talk to us, but like, get the fuck out of here playing Smash Bros.
But that's what
Well,
makes.
that's much more important, G.
How much it is
Yeah, sure.
If you had to do it to save the world, if there was no way anyone wants to populate, but only you two were, would you do it?
You better say fuck the world. You better say fuck the
You
world.
better say you'll die with the
Bro,
world.
when we used to do our other podcast, the soccer one, I only sent like a few episodes to my girlfriend. She's like, let me hear, I want to hear. I'm like, nah, because like I don't remember what we say. I'm like, we might be saying wild shit sometimes.
Hey, Peter, when's your next date, though?
Bro,
Hey
you
Peter,
gotta
how did that date
chill.
go when you left?
Bro,
Oh, shit,
I was
that's right.
alright. Chill on me. I was dumb tired actually.
He was half an hour late, actually.
Yeah, I was super late, so we just went to Tacos and hung out. And I dropped her off like real early. She wanted to go get ice cream after. I was like, nah, cut that.
Champions League's tomorrow.
Nah, I said I had to be at work early. I didn't.
Yeah, you're curving.
I was just
Curve
trying.
squad.
Bro, I'm not trying to pay extra money for ice cream. Like, I don't care.
Pete's an alpha. God
Honestly,
damn.
like, I'm not trying to pay extra
You got hit
money.
with that, yo, that's crazy.
I'm like,
I don't
wow.
have my wallet.
Like, you want ice cream? That's crazy. And then that's it. Nah, it was cool though. No other dates planned soon.
When's the
No.
second one?
You
No?
think you
That wasn't
might-
that cool
Well,
then?
she's moving to Korea, dude.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Wait, North Korea or South Korea? You just said Korea.
Obviously, South Korea.
Was this a Starbucks girl?
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So you need to clap before you dip. Before she
Uh,
dips.
You need to give her a kid so she can marry you and you can finesse.
I definitely
It's the
don't want to
21st
give her a
century.
kid.
No, don't give her a kid, but like clap before
Give
she
her a
dips.
kid for financial reasons.
How would that help any of
She'd be
us?
halfway across the world.
But yeah, you would have to pay child support, huh?
How would that help
You have
any
a
of
girl.
us?
Wallpaper.
That's hard as fuck. You'd have a Korean kid.
No.
Imagine a black kid in Korea. He would kill everybody at sports. And then you just come back into his life and you're like, yo, you came out of my nutsack.
He'd be a bigger
Let me
hero
get
than Sung would.
Let me get paid, bruh.
For sure.
Bro, Dennis Rodman's dad tried doing that to him. That's fucking weird.
What?
Well, his dad was never in his life until he started popping.
That happens
Showed him to
a lot,
random
bro.
game. Well, yeah, it's just like, damn, that's weird.
Bro.
Damn. That last 45 minutes went by fucking fast, bro.
What is it at now? Like an hour and a half?
145.
Yeah, we should probably cut this, boys. This
140.
has been a lot of unseriousness wrapped into one podcast.
I'm gonna have fun. I'm probably gonna set this out in like
Yeah.
segments.
R.I.P. to Munoz, because he's gonna have to edit through a lot of nonsense. Big shout out to Chalio, our unofficial sound guy, who came in and just shat on the whole setup immediately.
He's like,
Because
fuck
this
that,
man
don't
thought we
tag
had
me
the
into this shit.
this man thought we had the mic facing the window, like we're some kind
Oh my god, I gotta edit that out.
of. Shut up, dude. All right, so we're mild. We're
I
not.
gotta edit that out too.
We're not.
Don't give any context of what you're saying. You'll make my life a lot easier.
Bruh, what can I say and what can I say here?
He's on the spectrum.
Anyways, big shout out to Chalio.
We mildly have learning disabilities.
Yeah,
You're not making this case any better.
we might not
You
be
just
in the.
cut out this whole
We might not be in
analogy.
the gate program, dude. Who knows?
God damn.
We'll bring it back in a few days. We'll try and get more consistent with this. Yeah, guys. So until then, just like I don't know, think of some cool shit to talk about. Any funny shit that goes on, just put it in our group. Should probably add him too.
Should I?
Yeah.
What's that one thing? What's the title? Gotta be rich to be rich.
Oh, well, you gotta be rich to be rich. But that was replaced by Peter with the meter.
Peter with the.
That's the name of this pod. Peter with the meter.
There's a lot of quotables in this.
There's a mouth. The mouth.
The mouth.